Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a movie haul from my good friends from Movie Zyng. I just got all two box sets and a movie from them, a horror film. I kind of always go with a horror film from them, just kind of keeping it all horror here on the channel. So let's get started. Right off the top here is from the Warner Brother Archive collection is the complete series of Cheyenne. This is a 7-season set. Clint Walker is Cheyenne, looming large in the hearts of Western fans. Takes place in the 50s. A posse of popular Warner Brothers TV westerns galloped into American living rooms. Maverick, Sugarfoot, Bronco, Lawman, and Colt 45, but the Sagebrush Rage Gang with Cheyenne, an epic series of gun-blazing action and panoramic prairie vistas that ran for 7 top-rated seasons, helped turn a nation of accountants, sales clerks, kids, and armchair cowpokes. The source of Cheyenne's significant popularity was its charismatic and heroic leading man, Clint Walker, who rose to an instant TV star fame as Cheyenne Bodie, 6.5 feet of a cowboy brawn, courage, and integrity. The series is highlighted by early television appearances by such stars as James Garner from Maverick, Ed Burns, Alan Hale Jr., Dan Blocker, Lee Van Cleef, Michael Landon, we all know from Little House on the Prairie, and of course Lauren Green, who starred in Bonanza. Angie Dickinson has an appearance in this as well, along with Connie Stevens and Ellen Burstyn. And I want to say Ellen Burstyn, I might be wrong. I want to say she's the actress who played in Exorcist, I believe. This Blu-ray collection contains all 107 episodes of the series, all meticulously remastered from 4K scans of the original camera negative. Approximately closing in on almost 6,000 minutes here in this entire set. And like I mentioned prior, it is a all Blu-ray set. The show ran from 1955 until 1962. Quite a bit before my time, but my late great dad who passed, I'm sure was real familiar, and probably did watch this show. There's a look at the complete series of Cheyenne. There's a side look at the Cheyenne main character of, what's his name, Brody. I'm losing it here. Trust me, his name's Brody. I think that's what they said over here. But yeah, that's Cheyenne set, side view. And of course, look at the back. I always lopside it here. Pretty cool set. I don't know nothing about this set. I'm a big sucker for these old westerns, and when you got such stars as Michael Landon, Lauren Green, of course the late great James Garner, I had to pick it up. And that's Cheyenne. Thank you, Movie Zyng, for offering such a really sweet deal to get that sent over to review. And now on to the focal point of my channel here, with it being horror, of course. And this is the 4K Ultra High Definition plus Blu-ray. So if you get this, it does come with Blu-ray if you happen to not have a 4K player. This too is from the Warner. I'm kind of finding a pattern with Movie Zyng. They seem to come out of the Warner Archive for a lot of their selections you can pick from. And this is no different. This is the Warner Archive collection throwback horror film here from the Hammer film series, The Curse of Frankenstein. After years of intense study, Victor Frankenstein brings a dead animal back to life through the power of science I can't read that. I don't know if it looks like it's spelt wrong or something to me. Overawed with success, he decides that he must now build the perfect human being from body parts. A cinema sensation, The Curse of Frankenstein single-handedly revived the horror genre and brought Hammer films to the attention of a worldwide audience eager for more. Overnight, Peter Cushing became world famous as a maniacal surgeon intent on creating life from death. Christopher Lee's portrayal of the creature will be the only one ever powerful enough to rival Karloff. This British horror classic has been painstakingly restored by Hammer in association with Warner Archive Collection from the best existing film elements, creating the definitive viewing experience of this legendary feature. And I apologize if you're hearing anything in the background because we're starting to get some really powerful winds rolling through. I don't know why we're getting winds in winter. I mean, it is kind of associated with snow, but like I don't know. It's just insane how our weather is. It's almost like we're acting like a southern state, with all the wind and whatnot. And disc one has the main film here uh, with a 1:66:1 aspect ratio, followed by another aspect ratio available on this disc one. Disc two um, contains the U.S. theatrical aspect ratio version as well, with the 2025 commentary featuring Heidi Honeycutt and Toby Rohn, and 2020 commentary by Steve Haberman and Konstantin Nasir, followed by some special features such as recreating the creature and so on. And this does have 3 discs. This is a 3 disc set because this 3 contains Frankenstein Reborn, Life with Sir, The Resurrection Men, Hideous Progeny, Torrents of Light, Diablos and Musica, and an 8mm home movie abridgment here. But I don't know. I was thinking this. I thought I'd seen this has a digital code, but I'm not seeing that. But really cool set, or mini set, if you will. This one's pretty much been a set video tonight because this does contain 3 discs. Pretty pricey, addition to the lineup here. It says it's an Ultra HD premium version here, so that's the 4K Ultra. One last look at the back. See, I keep tilting it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about the slight, the writing so tiny and whatnot, but yeah, really happy to add that to the collection. And that's the Curse of Frankenstein from our good friends at Movie Zyng and Hammer Films. I was able to pick that up, and that caught my eye. And I think I have caught this one maybe on Tubi, but I might go back and watch it like soon. But that's the Hammer Films Curse of Frankenstein. And then finally, a huge set I'm about to unveil here. I was a little bummed that it was DVD. I thought it was Blu-ray, but it's all right. This is a classic TV series that kind of probably the more popular series is in terms of its longevity on NBC. It's the 20 season set of Law and Order here. I'm getting a glare. I'm sorry about that. It's a 20 season set. But I have found out that this is actually still ongoing. I think it's like on the 25th season. I don't know if it's now Law and Order SVU, like it's a kind of like a spin-off of the first 20 seasons. There's really nothing to read off this, so I'm kind of going off the cuff here, kind of looking at the computer and kind of giving you an idea of what to expect. It's a 7.8 on IMDb as a show overall. 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic, I think Metacritic is giving it a 69 out of 100. And this series was created by Dick Wolf, and I don't know how many episodes there were. Let me bring that up in total. Okay, they're saying as of the 25th season, there are 531 long, forever lasting episodes of this show. I have not seen a single episode of this, but I kind of get that vibe, like with its length, how long it lasts. It kind of comes off like a more like a courtroom version of ER to me. That's just based on because I did get the ER set back in the day. I can't remember if like one of the second or third season of ER, I don't one of the discs popped out, and I don't know, time went by, and I don't even think I got it replaced. But yeah, it's a really nice set. I feel like John Cusack when I'm holding up the boombox. This set's so big. There's a look at a lot of the. I know a lot of the different actors and stuff that have been in this, but like I know the dude in the middle. I've seen him around. I've seen the girl to my right and stuff before. Um, the one older guy, a couple over from the guy in the center, the actor in the center. I've seen him and stuff, but I can't say I really recognize anybody else. But this ran on NBC. Let's see. The show clocks in somewhere between 40 and 48 minutes every episode. So it is very much like an ER in that regard too. Like it's like a perfect dramatic show from what I'm being told. And it ran from 1990. I'm guessing it ran from 1990 to be 2010, the first 20 seasons, and then I don't know if they brought it back just recently. I'm not sure. There is a Law and Order franchise, and I'm late to the dance on watching these, but nonetheless, this is a sweet set, and I was really happy to get it. And it just got here. In fact, it just got here today. But yeah, if you like more of that kind of stuff here on the channel, leave comments, tell your friends about Gary's Horror Drive-In. No, it isn't overly horror this week, but it did a focal point of the show or the episode is The Curse of Frankenstein from Hammer Films. And make sure to tell your friends about the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Be sure to get here early each and every week because all the good parking spots both go fast. And I'll be back next week. I got a review coming from a random movie out of my collection that I don't know, just kind of caught my eye. I believe it's called The Shadow People, so watch for that next week. And I'll be back next week with that review. Have a good night, rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again. Bye.